definitely right now, if you know any couples out there, this is the time to let them know about this awesome opportunity. And so we're going to get started in 31 more seconds. So super excited about this opportunity, guys. Again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to get started in about 24 seconds. Now, as you guys come online, do me a favor and just please let us know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. It doesn't matter where you're from, but let us know so that we can definitely get a chance to shout you out. So super excited to have you guys here again. Welcome, 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 welcome. Super pumped up. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. All right, so with that stated, y'all, that is my time to go ahead and get started with this incredible broadcast. This is the opportunity for couples out there that would like to be a part of this amazing collaboration book titled Struggling to Keep the Vows. I had a chance to meet this amazing couple at an awesome conference that was in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm super excited that we have partnered together and we are looking for 12 to 16 couples that would really like to tell their business. No, I'm just playing. We want you what we're looking for, though, for the truth is, guys, to be able to talk about your relationship and talk about the ups and talk about the downs. But I'm going to step out of the way and allow the creators of this incredible book to be able to share their information. And again, welcome to everybody. I see Max Rose is here, and I know we have a lot of other people that are watching. So again, please shout yourself out. Let us know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. But I'm going to step out of the way and introduce you guys to the creators of Struggling to Keep the Vows. Minister Eric, I was about to say it backwards, Minister Eric and Dr. Sakisha Heilig. And so how are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing great. How are you?
I am amazing. Thank you so much. And if you guys could just share with everybody a little bit about why you guys decided to put this book together and what is it all about?
All right. Well, like you said, that we're looking to partner with 12 to 14 couples that are willing to just be transparent and share their journey in regards to their struggling to keep the vows. As we know, marriages are under attack. There are constantly being challenges that people face in their marriages and their relationships, and they don't exactly know where to turn. Now, we have couples that have been through different trials and challenges, and when we talk to them, their stories are amazing. When I tell you people have been overcoming some things in their relationships and their relationships still stand, that's amazing. But the truth is, sometimes they're hesitant to share their story. So we wanted to create an environment in which these couples can share their stories with others, and that way they'll be like a form of encouragement to others that are struggling to keep their vows. Because the truth is, that happens. Marriage is not an easy task. There are people out there that are struggling. They don't know, do I really want to stay in this thing? Before they, throw up their hands and throw in the towel, we want to give them an opportunity to connect with other couples that have been going through similar situations, that some of them were able to survive it. And we want to give them those tools and strategies that those couples learned.
Yes, and we've been passionate about helping other couples, other married couples, even individuals that are thinking about getting married. It's been a passion of us for over 13 years.
Yep.
And we've been helping couples. We've been doing premarital classes and teaching and coaching. And so what better way is to get other couples and to share and be transparent in some of their challenges and how they have overcome them. So when people read this book, they're coming from about 12 or 13 different perspectives and say, wow, I can relate with this because we're going through the same thing. And so it can help someone.
Yeah.
This is why we're coming, with the collaboration.
And it's so funny. I could just be totally transparent with you and everybody else that's on the call. Marriage isn't easy. We've been together 25 years, been married 21 years, and they see us laughing and enjoying ourselves now. But it wasn't always the case. Just like everybody else, we struggled. There were times when we just looked at each other and were like, why are you still here? We can be honest. And I'm sure somebody out there might have felt the same way or was feeling the same way, wondering, why am I in this relationship? Can this relationship survive? Do I want it to survive? How can we make this work? And the truth is, it takes a lot of hard work. And there are tips and strategies, things that you can use that can help you, things that you may not be aware of, things we were not aware of. we sure didn't learn it from our parents. Both of them were divorced 2-3 times each. You know, I can say personally, my grandfather was on his 4th marriage when he passed away at 94. Yeah. So it's not like we had a book to kind of go through and give a step-by-step your do's and don'ts. But by creating this book and connecting with other couples, we can come up with a way to help you if you find yourself in that position where you're struggling, if you're trying to decide whether you want to stay or if you want to go. Make sense?
Makes sense.
All right, so we just really wanted to extend the opportunity because our story might be different from someone else's story, but we do want couples to have an avenue in which they can connect with other couples. Say, hey, you know, I'm struggling too. I like him, but I don't love him anymore. I'm not attracted to him anymore. You know, we were making 6 figures, but we still feel broke. All kinds of stuff that's going on in the relationship, infertility issues. So there's so many challenges out there facing marriages, and we want to be able to help. So that was the whole purpose for it. We're going to turn it back to you, Saraya.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much. And yes, we are super excited. I'm reading some of these comments. These comments are hilarious. But this is why, definitely just based off of what you guys were saying, this is why a book like this is most definitely needed. And thank you so much to anybody who has actually created a watch party. So thank you guys, because I saw Elisa says she started a watch party. Anybody that you know that is a couple that you look up to, and even maybe a couple that maybe they didn't necessarily work out together in a marriage, but they still are able to work together in some form or fashion. We want all types of stories, okay? Because this book is designed to help people. It's not just a book about hyping up a situation, but definitely helping. So let me go ahead and bring up this presentation real quick so that you guys can get a chance to see what we are doing and how you can be a part of this. So pull this up real quick. Awesome. And let me get rid of that. All right. So hopefully everybody should be able to see my screen at this point. So we're going to go ahead and get into this presentation. And at any time, guys, if you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask those questions. Once we finish this thing up, I will make sure to answer those questions towards the end of the presentation. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead. We're already started, so you don't have to worry about that. And again, the name of the book is Struggling to Keep the Vows. So not vow, but vows, right? So we want to make sure, guys, that you understand that we are looking for couples and even singles, but singles that are single and, couples, like ex-couples, right? That want to share their journeys with dating, marriage, and more. So this is very important. We're looking for 12 to 16 couples to be a part of this collaboration book. Now, to give you guys a little breakdown about who we are and the company that they have partnered with. The name of our company is called Show Your Success. And what we have been able to do, guys, over the past 5 years is help more than 5,000 people to become what we like to call authorpreneurs. We have created more than 30 plus collaboration projects. As you guys can see, these are some of the projects that we have done right here on the screen. And our mission is to be able to help more people to become authors and truly leave a legacy in their life. All right. Now, what separates us, our company, from many other companies out here that may possibly be doing collaboration projects or doing books or publishing? Number one is we teach you marketing. Okay. Guys, we are not just in here to have you to create a book that's not designed to sell. In fact, 80% of most authors actually make below minimum wage. And so what separates us is we show you how to actually not fall into the bracket of that 80%. We also like to help you to make money before your book is even done. This is one of the biggest things that we do, and we continue to keep evolving in this space because we allow you to actually pre-sell your book. And every single one of you guys that come on board, you get to be able to pre-sell your book and keep 100% of your profits. Our program is also always evolving. We actually have a new part to our program that we're adding in that every single one of you that takes advantage, you get to be a part of. You pay at-cost printing fees. I know that there's several companies out there that are doing collaboration projects, anthologies, whatever you want to call them. But I've seen some companies where they're actually charging their co-authors a fee. We're not into the printing business. We are in the coaching business. We're in the building multiple streams business. And so we never charge any of our authors printing fees. We make everything basically the same price that we pay for printing. You guys pay for printing. You also get your own customized cover. And this is what's really cool, because a lot of times I've come across authors that have been a part of other collaboration books, and many cases, what they'll do is something similar to like what you see with this book right here, Stepping Stone to Success, which, by the way, these are the only books, this Stepping Stone to Success, this is the only book that our company, Show Your Success, is not responsible for, but I'll tell you why we put that on the screen. But every single other book that you guys see throughout the rest of this presentation are books that we've actually created. But you get your own custom cover, and that means that you get your name on the front cover. You get your picture, your biography. So when somebody picks up the book, it is your book. Okay. So regardless if you're contributing one chapter or you're contributing all the chapters, you are actually the author of this book. And this makes it super exciting. And also, we are very affordable. This company right here, when they used to be into existence, see, they actually got into some legal trouble because I don't know if you know some of these pictures of these people on the front, but these are pictures of people who never really gave them authority to actually put their information in the book, but they were charging like $20,000, you guys, to actually be in these collaboration projects. And one thing that I want you guys to be able to do is I really, truly want you to be able to have success with this, but not have to break the bank to make it happen. Okay. Now, more reasons why you should definitely be a part of this project, not just, what separates us, is because number one, the information industry. So you guys are going to get into a space where you're really actually educating other people who want to have success with relationships. Regardless, whatever kind of business you're in, you can actually leverage this book to really be able to build what you do. If you're not in business, this will actually create a platform for you that maybe you did not have. But the information industry is huge. And what I classify the information industry is basically anything where somebody goes and Googles how to do something. So right now, one of the top things that people want to know is how to have successful relationships. This is one of the top areas. This is why you have so many people jumping into this space. But the key is learning how to leverage it in a way that becomes more attractive instead of looking like everybody else. Also, 97% of most people who want to write a book, they never will. And the reason behind this is because many people think that writing a book is very complicated. It's very difficult. It's very hard. Hold on one second, guys. I just realized something. I think the entire screen is cut off because of the way I have this layout. So let me just I'm going to drop this on real quick so you guys can see the full video. One second, guys. I forgot about that. So I'm going to drop this on here and you will then be able to see everything. One second. But as we're doing that, again, as I was stating, guys, 97% of most people who actually want to write a book, they never will write that book. And the reason is because many people think that being an author is very difficult. They think that to write a book is going to take too much time, that it's too complicated. And the cool thing about what we do here with our company is that we actually provide a system where you literally don't even have to write the book yourself. Okay, so I'm super excited about that. Once I get this whole thing done, I want to make sure y'all can see the screen entirely. Apologies to that. Let me close this out real quick. Awesome. Okay, so we're back a rolling. Okay, so again, as I was stating, 97% of most people who actually want to write a book, they never will. And what separates us is that you don't even have to write this book, guys. You literally are going to be interviewed. And we have created a series or a system that truly allows us to make things easy for you. The only thing you really have to contribute is going to be your biography. And also, a collaboration book allows the person to still be an author and an expert in that space. Okay, so this is really, really huge for those of you who are really wanting to put yourself out there, separate yourself from other people in your industry, or really kind of create a platform for yourself. Now, here's why you need to be in a book. It opens doors for other opportunities. If you've ever wanted to be a speaker, I'm telling you this, guys, without having a book, you're leaving money on the table, but it does open those opportunities. We have had several people in our collaboration projects that have landed major spots on major media outlets. I'm not just talking about just any old kind of media, like, something that maybe nobody has heard of, which is still a great place. I want y'all to understand, but I'm talking about Fox, CBS, several outlets out there. And when we're talking about relationships, this is a huge industry. This is a book that's going to get on the media. Also, it's better than a business card. Another thing, guys, is it leaves a legacy for your family. If you've ever said that you want to leave a legacy, leave it in a book. Be able to share what you've been able to overcome, what you've been able to do within your relationships and help other people. It sets you apart from others in your industry. It also builds an additional stream of income. You instantly become an influencer. You know, I had met a gentleman who wrote a book that was totally different than what industry he was in, but because of the single fact that he wrote a book, that it really was a book where he was talking about how he was not going to pay for his child's education. And the reason why he was saying that he wasn't going to pay for his child's education is because he believed that his child should learn how to build their own empire, basically. And what he does is he teaches people how to build their own empire. And so he made this controversial book, but it turned out it made him basically an influencer, and he landed major media spots on huge outlets. Also, people pay higher speakers fees when you actually are an author. Now, let's just say, for example, if you do want to get into the speaking industry, there are some people where they maybe don't have a budget, especially like schools, colleges, things of that nature, where they don't have a budget to actually pay for you to speak. But the truth is that many of these organizations have a budget set aside for learning material, aka your book. So it also puts you in front of individuals to be able to do that. Now, here's some benefits of being in a collaboration book. Number one is the income potential, okay? People typically that get into our projects, with what we teach them, because we have an entire training program available for you guys, most people actually make their entire investment back within their first month or second month, okay? It's also easier to get content because we're now talking about 12 to 16 other couples who are contributing a chapter that is also of value. We have a bigger launch. And I'm going to tell you this, I love having collaboration book launches because now you have all your co-authors coming together. And even if it's just the co-authors in the building, your book launch looks like it's amazing. And you can use those pictures. You can use that as validation that your book is doing great things. It also gets you more exposure. I had somebody the other day that was promoting a collaboration book that we had done, and I actually contributed a chapter. Well, they were on the media talking about the book. Well, guess what happened? Somebody actually ended up buying the book. And because someone ended up buying the book, it ended up connecting myself as well as all the other co-authors to an opportunity where they reached out to everyone and invited us to be a part of a major movement. So it gives you more exposure. Also, you have a group of other people promoting together. I'm just a big believer, guys, and call me crazy if you want to, but I believe that we are more powerful in numbers. And when we learn to collaborate versus compete, we have more power. And that's what being in a collaboration book does, not just for you, but for your family. And then also you have forever relationships. You guys are going to build a bond over the next 6 months because it is a 6-month project. And you guys are going to be able to connect and build some really great relationships, okay? So that is another awesome thing about the benefits. Now, here's what you're going to get. You're going to join a community of authorpreneurs. You're going to get 6 months free access to our Book Profits Club. We're going to interview you, and your content will be transcribed, edited, and formatted. You're going to get step-by-step training on how to complete every single task, okay? Including, number one, how to make $1,000 in profits before your book even comes out. And this right here is guaranteed, stamped, and approved. And I'm pretty sure I have people watching right now that can validate that when I say I teach people how to make over $1,000 before their book comes out, they can tell you that we have done that. Also, how to get on the media. You're also going to get a bonus speaker sheet that is designed because when you become an author, you got to have a speaker sheet, right? This is a tool that you use when you're pitching your opportunity to speak in front of people. You're going to get a custom cover design. So that means your name on the front, your picture on the back, your biography. We're going to have assistance with doing a live or a virtual book launch, or you might want to do both. You're going to get coaching on how to use your book to launch a business and grow your business. You're going to get a free pre-selling capture page and flyer. So basically what happens is once you come on board, within your first full month, we're actually going to create a capture page for you. We're going to create a flyer for you with your picture, your information, your PayPal details, and people are going to be able to go to your capture page and and pre-order your book, you get 100% of your profits, okay? And then there's more. We have a t-shirt. We'll create a banner. This is an example of one of the banners that we created, a pop-up banner. This was one of our collaboration books, She Who Listens to the Whispers of the Wind. And so we create pop-up banners and all types of incredible stuff. Now, profit potential, as I was stating, guys, you're going to be able to pre-sell, and you can sell as many books as you want. There's no limit, okay? You can pre-sell and you can sell once it's done. Typically, your book is probably going to cost you anywhere between $3 to $5 to print. Remember, you're paying at cost printing fees. So if you're charging $20 plus $4.99 shipping, let's just kind of on a low level, say you're making $10 profit per book that you're selling, that's unlimited. And we have so many people that have been able to sell. I had one young lady who was in a book. She sold over 200 copies of her book before it even came out. So that's what's really cool. We don't limit you guys on that. Now, how to make money. So I'd like to give some examples, right? So let's just say that you sell anywhere between 12 to 13 books per month, okay? That's going to allow you to really be able to make, first of all, your investment back, but make a substantial amount of income. I always like to put a number, 12 to 13 books. And remember, we're talking about $10 profit, right, per book. So that's a pretty good profit every single month. The way that you're going to do that is you're going to post on social media in Facebook groups, which, by the way, we teach you how to do that. You're going to dial for dollars. What if you could just sit down for 30 minutes? Let's just say three times out the week. I've had individuals who have sat down for 30 minutes and they have sold 25 books in 30 minutes. And so, guys, it's a super awesome opportunity, and we give you a script so that you don't have to figure out what to say. We literally teach you everything. I had a young lady who simply texted out her flyer that we created for her, and within 72 hours, she had pre-sold 60 books. And so again, I'm not trying to hype y'all up, guys. I'm just trying to tell y'all this is what really happens. And then, of course, when you speak at events, you should always have your book in your hand. I'm just going to encourage you guys. You might sell real estate. I want you to understand, you could be in the real estate industry, but you have your book struggling to keep the valves. Do you know what happens when you have a book like that, even though you sell real estate? Whoever is in that position where they are in a relationship or trying to be in a relationship is immediately going to connect to you. And so again, where there's another real estate agent where they're just trying to push their book on real estate, but you're over here talking about struggling to keep the vows, people are going to want to do business with you because people like to do business with people that they know, like, and trust. Hello. Okay. So I just want y'all to understand this is how this thing works. Now, for those of you who are ready to enroll, this is the investment, right? Now, I want you guys to understand something. We have a book writing course in Show Your Success where we actually charge $4,997. In fact, I was just talking to a gentleman the other day, and he owns this $1 million credit card processing company. He was telling me, like, okay, now what do you offer and what do you guys do? He's like, man, I know somebody that charges $20,000 and he doesn't even offer half of what you guys are offering. So for you to be charging $5,000, that's a good deal. And so for just, if you were to come to us and want to write your own singular project, it would be $5,000. Now there's other collaboration projects out there as well where they're charging over $2,000, and I want everybody to remember this, and they charge you printing fees. Even if they're charging you an extra $1 to $2 per book, let me tell you something. I want to keep my dollars to $2 because when you think about it, if you sell 200 books, that's $200 to $400 that you are having to give up. No, we need all of our money. And so if you're ready to enroll, guys, the investment is $762, and we do not charge anything extra. You can do 6 payments of $127. It is really just that simple. 6 payments of $127. Now, I know a lot of people are asking, well, Taria, how much time is this going to take? I'm really busy. I have a whole lot going on. I got a family, etc., etc. On average, most of the tasks that we require for our co-authors generally take no more than 30 minutes. But at max, it'll be anywhere between 1 to 2 hours in any given month. That is the max of how much time. And that's why we spread it out over 5 to 6 months so that there's no excuses. Everybody can afford to be a part of this book. Everybody can afford to leave a legacy and sharing their journey with their relationship with their spouse or with their significant other, okay? And the only thing that you technically have to write is your biography. And by the way, we even have a training where we show you how to write your biography as well. So if you've never written a biography, don't worry, we help you out with that too, okay? So we make it real easy. Now, the other thing that is required is we want you to have a professional picture. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a selfie. I understand iPhones nowadays have the best quality pictures, but a selfie is not a professional headshot, okay? We are asking, guys, because you're coming out with a book and you want to make sure that you are representing yourself the best possible way. So what you do, when you pre-sale those 50 to 100 books, take a small portion of that to reinvest to get your professional headshot if you don't already have it, okay? Also, we do ask that you are able to attend the book launch, okay? And that's why we give you 5 to 6 months in advance so that you guys can have an idea when the book launch will actually take place. And then we also ask that you please complete all tasks on time. And again, at max, we're talking about 30 minutes to an hour per month. The most you'll ever have to spend is up to 2 hours in a month, okay? So we're not talking about 2 hours a week. We're not talking about 2 hours a day. We're talking about per month, all right? Also, once you understand, this pre-selling works. In fact, this is a picture. You can go look him up. His name is Will Roundtree. This was a gentleman that we actually worked with. He just came out with his book, Full-Time CEO. And I just want to give you an example of where people have actually been able to pre-sell. So what he did is and by the way, we create your flyer for you so that you can pre-sell your flyer just like the way we did for him. And then all he did was he just created a list of the people who were supporting him. And he had over 100 people actually pre-order his book. Now, this is the gotcha, because we actually told him to stop, because what we told him was that for his book, he can include a certain number of people. And so we actually told him to stop putting everybody on the flyer, but he literally pre-sold more than 200 copies of his book before it came out. He also became an Amazon's bestseller as well, guys. And so it was a huge deal. And these are the things that we actually help our clients to obtain. All right. So Will Roundtree, y'all can look him up. Also, the investment, like I was telling you guys, $762. A simple down payment of $127 if you want to do the monthly plan, okay? And so it would be 6 payments of $127, and that is all that you would be responsible for. This is another example of our banner. I know Isabel right now is actually watching. She was the leader of her collaboration project. She is also one of our project managers. This book right here, She Heals, she has been on several TV shows talking about this book. The book actually is about to be translated into Spanish as well. I mean, just a lot of great things that are taking place, okay? So this is huge, right? Now, another great thing for those of you who do decide that you want to go ahead and pay in full, as I was saying, everybody that becomes a part of these collaboration projects, you actually get 6 months free to our brand new Book Profits Club. Book Profits Club is designed to help you guys to promote your book for success, to profit in additional ways, as well as to get your book to perform. So this is a big thing. I met you guys at a conference where I was sharing on the stage. You should never get on the stage as an author without your book in your hand. Because if you don't get on the stage with your book in your hand, people don't know that you have it available. So that's just a technique, and I show people how to actually be more effective when you get on the stage with your book. So my thing is this. I have a big mission. I'm tired of seeing broke authors out here, okay? We don't want you to be another statistic where you are falling into that whole category of being an author with no money. And so we want to show you how to do that. So when you pay in full, you actually get 12 months access to the Book Profits Club, which is a $400 value. All right. So again, guys, the investment is $762 if you want to pay in full, or it is simply a down payment of only $127. So I know you guys are like, well, how do I get started? Here's another. I want to show you guys this flyer because there's 2 ladies in this particular collaboration book, Danielle Johnson, Yvette McGill. Both of those young ladies were also some individuals who sold more than 100+ copies of their books before they came out. I want you guys to understand. And then every single other person in this book, guess what? Every single one of them at least pre-sold 10 to 20 copies, okay? So everybody was making money with pre-selling their book, all right? So this is a huge opportunity, again, because we teach you guys how to be able to get that done. Now, If you guys are ready to enroll, we're going to open it up for any question and answer, and I'm also going to bring them back on in just a second. But I want to make sure that you guys know exactly how to actually get enrolled into this project, okay? So what you're going to do, guys, if you are interested, it's only 4 things that we need from you. Now, we are not accepting everyone. As we told you, we're only looking for 12 to 16 people to be a part of this project, okay? 12 to 16 people. So the first thing we want to know, of course, is your names, right? So we want to know both you and your partner's name, as well as what city and state. Now, your city and state does not determine if you can be in, but we do like to have an idea where everybody is back. We also want to know what your relationship details. Are you guys married? Are you engaged? Are you divorced? We want to know that, but we want to make sure that both of you understand. We want both of you in the book, okay? And we want you guys to be willing, of course, to help other people so that whatever the challenges you've had, people don't have to go through that, or they can learn from your challenges. And as well as the great things that have happened, people want to learn from that too. And then also we want to know, why do you want to be in this book? I think that's very important to understand. You know, do you see the vision of the book? Do you understand? We want to know exactly. And if you're interested, what you're going to do is email info@showyoursuccess.com. info@showyoursuccess.com. That is the simple email. Again, if you guys are ready to be in that, that's all that you have to actually do, okay? Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, you know what? Maybe this is not the right time. You know, maybe I'll wait until another time. This is the deal. I'm a big believer that whatever challenges that you've ever had to overcome, I believe that they're not for you. I believe that those challenges that you've ever had to overcome were for someone else. I believe that whenever you have to push through something, there's probably multitudes of people who are going through that right now and they don't know how to overcome it. And so whatever you push through, you got to use that to help other people. And so the best time to do something like this is right now, okay? You do not want to miss out on this opportunity to truly bless other people that are looking for you guys, okay? So it's very important that we do that. Now, again, as I stated, it is $762. Guys, that is like, I mean, honestly, I know publishing companies that they charge you when your book is done, they will charge you $15,000 to just get your book published. And so you are literally going to get everything done, your book edited, your book formatted, all of those great things for $762. Or you do a down payment of $127, and every 30 days, it's a payment of $127. You're going to email your information to info@showyoursuccess.com. You're going to email your name, your city and state, your relationship details, and why you want to be in this book. Okay, guys? Please remember, these are the 4 items that you actually want to go ahead and email. Now, I always like this quote by Mother Teresa. She says, "I do not pray for success. I ask for faithfulness." And the truth is this: whenever anybody makes a decision to do something that is new, whenever you make a decision to do something that could possibly change your life, there will always be challenges, and there will always be situations that'll try to break your faith. But last time I checked, faith without works is dead. And so you cannot hope for new things to come if you're not willing to do new things. This book, Struggling to Keep the Vows, is that opportunity. So again, guys, you're going to go ahead and send your information to info@showyoursuccess.com. Send your name, your city and state, your relationship details, and why you want to be in this book. And what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are selected, you will get an email of your next step of how you go ahead and select your payment to get yourself started. Remember, we are only searching for 12 to 16 people to be in this collaboration book. So what I'm going to do, guys, real quick, is I'm going to allow our creators of this incredible book to come back on the line real quick and talk to you guys a little bit about, any additional closing remarks. And if you have any questions at this time, it is so important, guys, that you actually ask those questions, okay? So we're going to bring back on the line Minister Eric and Dr. Sakisha. So hold on one sec. Okay, you guys are back on the line. Hello, hello, hello.
Well, I'll tell you, we are very excited about this project because we are excited about helping people, individuals, couples. We are really passionate about helping couples. This is a movement to help relationships and help marriages to win and not to end up in divorce. And we have spent so much time coaching couples. We like to get to them as soon as possible, before they say I do. Ask the questions, go down the checklist, and see, have a discussion, so you have that much more knowledge about each other, and so you can be successful. But then you look at all the couples that are struggling to keep the vows, because everybody who gets married, you say a vow, and you say it before a lot of witnesses, your family, your friends, and some of you may have some enemies. You say it before God. And the thing is, you say it so freely and you're so happy and excited. But then a month later, you're like, oh my God, what did I do? So if you can circumvent some of those challenges, or some of those hills, and some of those things that come up, trying to keep those vows, because you're sure you probably forget about them after about a couple hours. You're not even thinking about what you just said. But if you can hear and read and understand those challenges, and you can get and overcome those things, that's going to make your life so much easier with your spouse to succeed. Because I wish somebody would have told me some of the things that we have gone through over the 25 years of being together and the 21 years of being married. Now, what we call the great divide in relationships, communication, finance, and intimacy, we had many challenges in those areas. Exactly. And so there were some big struggles to keep the vow.
Yes.
Because many people say, wow, I want to have a marriage and a relationship like you. And we look at each other and we're like, only if you knew what we went through, when you have children, when life gets in the way. Because when you first get married, some of you may not have children, but you have to think about children. You have to think about the jobs, the loss of jobs.
Yes.
The distractions,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Temptations.
the temptations.
Yeah.
So there's so much that can come against you. It's a struggle. It's really a struggle. And we work so many couples that are struggling in their vows. And it's crazy, because we work with some that they're young and they just get married, and it's not even a year, and they come to us and like, can you help us? They're getting our book, Help Me Stop My Divorce. We want to get to you before we get to that.
Yeah, and let's be real. You spend so many times as women, when we're thinking about getting married, we plan for that wedding day. We spend hours and hours planning the food, the dress, the location. We spend hours and hours planning it. Spend thousands of dollars, most of us, on weddings. And then we don't plan for our marriage to succeed after that day. Once everybody goes home, the lights are off, all the gifts are put away, then it's just the two of you, and then what? Do you have a plan for your marriage to succeed? What's going to happen when all of a sudden there's a job loss, there's a loss of income, there's, whatever else can happen, the communication breaks down, kids come into play. So there's so many things that can cause you to struggle to keep the vows, and we really want to be able to help you with that. So we're excited. We thank everybody for taking time out to join us, and make sure you email Teraya the information at the email address, the info@showyoursuccess.com, and we're looking forward to connecting with you.
Absolutely. So I want to ask you guys a couple questions, because we're looking for authors to be a part of this project. So what I want you to do is talk to the authors that are going to join. So what is it that you really want them to know in regards to them being a part of this project? What are you looking for?
Here's what we want you to know. You're not just joining the book project, but you're joining a team, because the authors, we're going to be also going on tours, and we're going to be promoting the books. This project, we're going to end up at a couples retreat, and it's going to further on turn into a movie project. So that's that surprise that we haven't talked about yet. But this is This is an ongoing thing. So you authors, this is a time when you get a lot of exposure.
Yeah.
You're going to get exposure because when we go on a tour, we're going to be going on tours in different cities,
Yeah.
in different venues, and then we may even have a virtual conference. This is you get a chance to do speaking engagements, and then we have that couples retreat, and then we're also going to be having that movie project as well. So this is just some of the things that will help you launch your exposure, your book, and your business. It gives you exposure in so many different ways.
Yeah, so this is the beginning. This is this initial stepping stone. So once you get in on the ground level with this particular project, it's just going to be like a domino effect, open more and more doors for you. So we're really excited about connecting with authors as well.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Yeah, for sure. And look, we got the email and all the details right here. Send your email ASAP. And I know some of you guys, I'm seeing some of you guys. Tiasha says she's talking to her husband. Let's see. Myra says that she's going to send her information. Let me go ahead and put some of your comments up here on the screen. Thank you, Myra, for joining us. And let me see who else. Tiasha, she's watching on YouTube. We're currently broadcasting on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. So definitely excited about everybody that is making a decision to actually join this project. Again, we're only looking for 12 to 16 couples to be a part of this. As you heard, they've got big plans, okay? So a whole movie, like, are you kidding me? I need to go get me a husband real quick. No, I'm waiting on the Lord. But definitely, I love the movie project. This is going to be huge. And I know who they're working with, okay? So all I can tell you is just be ready. And don't be that couple where you're like, oh, man, we should have got in it. I mean, literally for what many of us spend on the electronic that ain't going to earn us any income, you have an opportunity to be a part of this amazing project. And I know that virtual launch is going to be awesome. Everybody right now is not only are they wanting to know how to get into a relationship, a marriage, but how to keep it and sustain it. And so if you've got that, or even maybe you lost that and you want to share that, like, we need to hear all aspects of that, okay? So that we can help other people. So again, what you guys want to do is send that information ASAP. Oh, Sarita says we are ready. I know Sarita, girl, you know I be saying all wrong. Sarita, she's from Alabama, honey, so you know I say it a little different accent. She says she's going to do it. Lakeisha says, now make sure, guys, when you talk to your partner, they need to see the video, okay? So this video is available, but also if you did not register, you need to go to Struggling to Keep the Vows. That's with an S.com. Struggling to Keep the Vows. And so then your information is added. And then if you need to be able to see any of the replays or any of that, it will be available as well, right? It'll definitely be available as well. So Tiasha says, please wait on God. It sounds like you got a story to tell. We're looking forward to that story. Well, do you guys have any last imparting words for our future co-authors that are watching this video?
Just, we're looking forward to joining with you on this team and on this project. This is a movement, and this is a movement that we want to spread across the nation and even international.
Yeah.
We want to reach millions of people, millions of couples. We want to make an impact on society and make an impact on relationships and marriages. We want to turn it down to where the divorce rate is down to zero.
It's going down.
It's going down.
It's going down.
It's going down in society, and it's definitely going down into churches. It's going down in all different generations, because we've worked with couples who are in their 20s to their 60s. And then many of you know us from Marriage Can Win. So if you want to reach out to us also, you can go to marriagescanwin.com. We're all over social media, and we are wanting you to be a part of this team.
Yeah, but just make sure you send your information to the email address Soraya has on the screen at info@showyoursuccess.com. We're excited about partnering with you. We're excited about hearing your stories. So that way we can really use our impact and be able to impact others. We all have a level of influence, and we want us to utilize that to be able to help these couples that are struggling to keep their vows. So back to you, Soraya.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much for being here. We look forward to you being a part of this awesome project. We're going to make sure you guys are taken care of when you decide to come on board. Again, whoever you know that is in a relationship, any couples out there, please tag them in this video. Let them know about this. I know these 12 to 16 spots will fill up fast. We're looking to get moving as soon as next month. So just so you guys have an idea, what's going to happen is next month, everybody that's on board, we're going to start the pre-selling phase. This is where we want you to start making money. As you can see, we already have the cover, which by the way is amazing. Okay, the cover is awesome. So we already have the cover. So all we're going to do now is start creating your capture pages, creating your flyers, so that you can start letting the word be known that your book is coming out. Then we start the process of doing our interviews and all of those things. Again, like I told you, it's not very time cumbersome. It's not very difficult. We make it easy so that at the end of the day, when this book comes out, everybody has to call you author. All right, y'all. My name is Taria Vision Avant with Show Your Success. I am looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Do not forget, don't wait. Send your email. Send your email ASAP. If your partner needs to watch this video, please make sure you tag them. Please make sure you go back and share this video with them so you do not miss out on one of those slots. All right? We'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.